I could write an entire book about the social and interpersonal lives of fish. However, I am only going to graze the topic to illustrate some examples of the depth and complexity of our subnautical cousins. Many humans are quick to forget our Homo sapien roots on the tree of life. Though some believe that humans simply appeared on Earth, today's science supports the claim that we evolved from land animals on this planet, and those land animals evolved from sea animals. Because of this, not only did we come from sea creatures, but sea creatures also evolved alongside us. All the while we evolved. So while we were busy evolving arms and legs and lungs to even be able to function in our environment, sea creatures were busy optimizing their bodies and brains. The ocean bears great diversity and coexistence, teeming with examples of socialization, civilization, and culture between species. What is commonly referred to as fish is actually a group which currently makes up 60% of all known vertebrate species on the planet. The term fish refers to a group that has more species than all mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians combined. Commonly disregarded by humans, the great diversity of the ocean holds many examples which shine a light on our own humanity, showing capacities which we know as our own yet are clearly observable in these creatures who share common ancestors with us. This is overlooked and/or goes unseen as humans frequently do not regard the experiencing lives of fish. As one example of humans misunderstanding these creatures, many believe fish to be silent and daft to communication, but fish do in fact talk amongst each other. Only we cannot hear this. Fish communicate with subsonic clicks, moans, and countless other noises and undulations. Water is a very good conductor of sound waves, much better than air, which means that sounds are a viable method of survival and communication underwater. The main reason we humans cannot hear these noises is because as the sound waves reach the surface, they are reflected by the surface and do not pierce through. Since sound waves reflect at the top and bounce away from the surface, the sounds are contained within the water itself. At the same time, many of the noises are also subsonic and outside of a human's range of audible noises. So, even if we were beneath the surface of the water, we may still be unable to hear these communications. However, just because we cannot hear them does not mean they're not making noise, and just because we cannot understand them does not mean they are not communicating with each other. Besides audible communications, the ocean is filled with countless other forms of communication, such as body language, group coordination, and personal light shows. For communication to take place, there must be two parties looking to achieve a middle ground of understanding, where both parties have ideas in their heads and have to express them to each other. Through understanding these expressions, the parties who are communicating can reach understanding and execute their actions in an effort to achieve the desired outcome. Bioluminescence, electrical pulses and physical gestures, even between different species, are all forms of communication found within the ocean. A well-documented phenomena, groupers will use a specific motion towards an eel to signal the beginning of a coordinated hunting effort. The grouper will do this specific motion, and if agreed upon, the two will swim away together and begin a coordinated hunting effort. As the eel swims into a reef in an attempt to flush out prey, the grouper will wait outside for those that flee. If the prey stays in the reef, they are met by the eel. If the prey flees, they will be caught by the grouper. A well-executed, coordinated effort by two different sea creatures, initiated by communication and mutual understanding. Within coral reefs, another well-known phenomena is cleaning stations. These cleaning stations are spots on the reef where cleaners, such as cleaner wrasses and shrimp, tend to other fish daily by cleaning parasites and other impurities from off their clients. Many larger fish use these services without eating or aggressing the smaller fish that is servicing them. Even animals, such as sharks, commonly and peacefully use these services. Fish, such as the surgeonfish, will change their colour from dark colours to a bright blue during the cleaning, and observing scientists believe this behaviour to be a deliberate act to signal the fish's desire to be cleaned, as well as to potentially assist the cleaners in spotting parasites. Cleaning stations are a common thing found on reefs and are used by locals and travellers alike. The cleaning stations generally only operate during the day, as the cleaners sleep during the night. Ultimately, the cleaners get food and the clients get cleaned. Sounds a bit like service work and bartering, doesn't it? Only open during the day in the same spot daily, physical labour in exchange for sustenance. Sounds a bit familiar, does it not? These are just a few examples of similarities we can see between humans and fish communication and actions which seem second nature to everyday life. Humans are quick to disregard fish, but maybe it's time to take a moment to reflect and appreciate the fact that while we evolved from them, they've been evolving themselves all the while.